so hot outside. Oh yeah. What's going on, everyone? Moto Fox here. Another nice Sunday out. Take the bike out. Little channel update. Up to 150 subscribers. Pretty awesome. Halfway there to the 300 goal. So that's pretty exciting. I got some first stickers made. If you check out my latest Instagram post, got that up. But other than that, not much new. Sorry I hadn't had a video in about 4 or 5 days. It's just been so hot out. Dying every time I go ride at night, it rains. So I'm out of the heat today. What's going on? So I headed over to my girlfriend's house, hang around, get out of the heat, stay in the air condition. Nothing too exciting. So my topic that I forgot about in my last video was a pretty easy topic. It was just about my bike. I'll tell you guys why I chose the DRZ and what I have done to it to make it better. So first off, I chose the DRZ mostly because it was cheap. It was the best bike for the money. I was a college student, don't have much money, and I wanted a bike that I could just buy and put a tag on and ride around. I had a YZ, and I thought about tagging it, and I called the DMV. I was like, hi, I have a YZ I'd like to tag. And they're like, oh, okay, let me refer you to this number. I called that number. I was like, hi, I have a YZ tag. Oh, let me refer you to this number. Called someone else. Let me refer you to this number. Let me refer you to this number. So I went on and 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 on. Until I called about 8 or 9 people, all got referred to a different number, and eventually looped back around to the DMV, and I was like, oh, this just isn't going to happen. So, searched around online, and for the hassle was going to be, I was just still going to have to mix my gas, and I was up at school. I had to, like, get a gas can with my car, fill it up at the gas station, bring it back to my dorm, or my apartment, and then mix the oil, fill the bike. And then if I'm out during class, during the week, got tests going on, I'm supposed to do all that mess to try and fill the bike up with gas so I can get to class. So I figured, well, I might as well just get a 4-stroke. So I looked around, and I really wanted a WR. Yeah, I was kind of a Yamaha guy, what I liked. But they were just so expensive. I looked at one, it was like $8,000, $9,000. Found a few for like $7,000. I called people and they're already gone. So I figured the DRZ was the best bet. I could pick them up pretty cheap, and I could just throw a tag on it. Go to the DMV, transfer my tag from my scooter, and I was ready to go. So that's kind of why I got the DRZ. But when I did get it, I was a little bummed. It wasn't quite as peppy as my YZ. I felt it just lacking a little power. Felt like kind of a big turd. In and out of traffic. So it felt like a big turd. It wasn't too bad, but I definitely noticed that there could be some power to be made. So I searched around, and the MRD exhaust by Dave seemed to be the best bet. It was the cheapest one. All the reviews said it was sweet. Everyone said it sounded great, and it does sound pretty awesome. So I went with the MRD, and that was the first thing that came in. Although it took like 6 weeks to get here, it was ridiculous. But it got in, I threw it on the bike immediately, and I was pretty stoked. Sounded great, but I noticed just a decent amount of power, but I couldn't really tell if it was just the noise that I was hearing. So the next thing that I did was the JD Jet Kit. and that completely just an entire new motorcycle. Like the throttle response, the pickup, everything about it was just, it just completely changed it, head to toe. If you buy a DRZ, do the 3x3 mod, period. It's just all there is to it. I would definitely put an MRD pipe on it too, because it sounds so much better than that 30-pound stock can on there. It was horrid. So those are kind of the engine mods, the main things that I did to the bike. But it still looked a little funny, and I just couldn't get over what it is. I love the look of the Supermoto ones, but I wanted the dirt tires, and the Supermoto ones were like an extra $1.5 grand. So I figured out what it was. It was the front fender that really gave it that more dirt bike look. So I got an RM 250 front fender, and then it matches up sweet, and I love the look at it. Love the look of it. I'm really digging the RM fender. And then, of course, I got some hand guards, and the bars that came on the bike had like a little bend in them right here. The guy must have dropped it. So I got a set of fat bars on there. They're blue. They match kind of nice. Goes with the whole blue and yellow theme. Blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Thing I did to it, kind of last thing aesthetically, wasn't even a major change, but I plasti dipped my rims black. I don't know if you can see, maybe this side. Yeah, I plasti dipped the rims black. I think it looks good. It makes it look a little meatier and dirtier. If I get Supermoto tires for it, I'll probably get black rims. But that was about all the things that I've done to my DRZ. The aesthetics were the bars, hand guards, the front fender. Oh, I also did the fender eliminator, little back tail light. That really cleaned things up, made it look a lot better than that big hunk of turd it had on there before. And then for the engine, I just did the MRD exhaust and the jet kit. And I did the jet kit by myself. Took the whole carb off. It was super simple. There's tons of videos on YouTube to find how to do it, and the instructions for the JD jet kit were actually pretty helpful. The jet kit said to use the red needle on the third clip if you're above 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and I was iffy about it. I read some things online and didn't really know what to do. Thank God I used that, because it's freaking hot out. And it seems to run great. The throttle response is drastically improved. And then I put the 160 Pilot Jet in it, because it had the free flow exhaust. And that's about it. That's why I am riding a DRZ. Maybe one day if I save up enough, I get a bigger 450, or do a few more engine mods to this. Maybe I'd like to put hot cams in it. I think that would give it a little boost. But thanks again for watching, everyone. Glad to have everyone on the channel. 150 subscribers. Woo! So hit that like button. Hit the subscribe. This is Moto Fox, and peace out.